Hey, it's Hollow Aster Akira, and we are back with part 3 of Pathfinder. So this is my first time playing the DLC, and this is the second part of that. So, we are down underneath the city, in the catacombs. We just escaped theater in the last part, and we are trying to find our way to the surface. So, reminder of our journal, we just completed exit stage left, so now we have 3 different chapters? Parts? I don't know. We have 3 different quests. Yeah. So, the party looks a little different than it did last time. This is because I didn't realize that this guy over here, Venrad, I didn't realize that he was the one who gave you the mercenaries that would join you on this. So, I'm very glad I looked that up before we continued, because I do not want to play this on extra hard mode with only 3 party members. So, we have our character, Iriel, over here. We have Ricart, and then we have a paladin, a shaman, and a wizard. I just kind of made whatever, kind of loosely following a guide for recommendations. So, yeah.
I'm here all week.
So, let's go ahead and come down here. And there is a gross centipede over here. So I guess we will try and fight that.
Defeat is not an option.
Five dex damage? That's crazy. Anyways. Not doing that. Let's try and come up here first. And let's do the flies first.
I got this.
Oh. So we could set that on fire. Wonder what that will do.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
Not really sure what to do about that. Let's see. Okay, we've got a crate over here. See if there's anything useful. Okay, a club. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to put a weapon on him. Oops. Oh no, that's the wizard. He doesn't need a weapon. I was like, I forgot to put the quarterstaff on the paladin. I did not. Club any better? Same. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Do any better with this? Oh. Oh yeah, give this longbow back. There we go.
I stand ready.
Copy that to his spell book. Try burning hands. So, not really sure why we needed to light that on fire. trigger combat and try and like bring them through there maybe?
I'll take care of it. Strike!
Here comes trouble.
I feel like they'll just come back the other way. I would assume. Oh, and it went out anyways? Well. Oh well.
These magics should be used in other ways.
Thank you. Finally. Jeez.
A trivial task.
Alright, and we got a flask of acid from that. That's nice, I guess. That was hard. And I don't think we really have a way to heal either.
It's time to act.
Well,
Beautiful.
hopefully we can find a potion. Or just more mushrooms.
There's something here.
Another bottle. I went ahead and reloaded because there was a challenging fight up ahead, and I don't know if I actually need to do it, so I'm not going to. Let's see our map. Oh, we've got some more loot over here, actually.
This will be quick.
Guys,
Damn you.
thank you.
Impossible.
The corpse of a strange creature that looks like a human but with ugly scales and horns. That's rude. Okay, so there's another bottle. Look at our map again. So, can we go in the water? I think so. I think there's... Yeah. Okay, so that way's good. So we need to go this way. Go ahead and quick save. Okay, so this is where I came and got humbled a little bit. So let's come grab some loot. Where are you? What way were you gonna go? Oh, I see. We can't get over there. I understand. Okay. The remains of a terrible feast of some large, extremely dangerous animal. Okay, so over there is a monitor lizard that if I can avoid fighting, I will. But I'm not sure. Might not be able to. So we can push the bridge or ask for Burmir's help. Let's ask for his help, I think. We're gonna save. Okay, very good, very good. Now we have a bridge across. Perfect.
The mission must be carried out.
Oh, come over here
Beautiful.
quickly. Get this loot first. I wish I could heal.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
I am
And the
never wrong.
paladin, because he's a cavalier, technically, he'll be a paladin. He doesn't have lay on hands yet.
I'm always ready.
And don't think the shaman has any heals. So we're just gonna have to... Oh, I guess I could take a short rest.
Strike!
Defeat is not an option.
Okay, they were fine. Okay, and now Kiriel has suffered a crippling injury, so he is on death's door because he fell below his, like, fell below 0, and then he did again. So, that sucks. Save real quick. We should probably just rest. Oh, cutscene? Person? Oh, they're going to eat me. Aw, man. Well... I barely managed to find the way out of these sinking tunnels, only to be almost eaten alive. Thank you. Come. Oh, that was fast. I assume he said come with me. Oh, come with me. I will show you the way out. Going kind of slow, because I'm a little worried there's more combat. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. Uh-huh. Poor guy. We'll see if he makes it.
I'll gut you!
He did not make it. Is it possible to save him, or is he just out of luck? I'm gonna Google.
Let's see what we can do.
I think he's just out of luck. So we're gonna loot him. Break the lock.
Ugh, what a failure.
It took 7 minutes for one of you guys to break the lock? Jeez. I mean, I guess I probably couldn't break the lock faster than that. And then... I don't think there's any need to come down here, which is why I saved. Yeah, that's where that the greater monitor lizard is. Let's see if we can do this without... Oh yeah, let's push the stone. Wonder if it's possible to, like, have lured him that way. Okay, yeah, I think we can. I'm surprised that we didn't aggro the lizard yet. So I almost
I'm always ready.
want to send... Oh, yeah, you get back on your horse, buddy. I almost want to send him down to, like, aggro it.
This will be quick.
And then have him run back. See. You're not coming?
Don't hold back.
What are you doing, dude? Oh, he was surprised. Duh. Hey, there we go. 51 damage. That's crazy. Cool. That was much better. Well. Sorry. Potion of delay, poison. And a first aid kit. Large person. Beautiful. Save after that. Yes. Where are we on the map? Okay, we're over here now. Okay, okay. There's a person here? Milorn, hey, who's there? The dwarf's tangled red hair is matted with slime of dubious origin, and there are strands of web and a gnawed spider leg caught in his beard. Countless bags, test tubes, and alchemical tools hang off the belt that crisscross his body, and a large, ugly purple growth mars his neck. Who's making noise up there? Are you the ones making this racket? I'm gonna say... We were being held prisoner by cultists and have just escaped. Can you share any weapons or supplies? Can I? Of course I can. I have plenty of stuff. Some of it I dug up, some was carried here by the river, some of it I got through trade, except that does not mean I will share it. Giving out supplies for free would be too much. I crawled underground to get away from the beggars like you, and now you're pestering me even here? Ah, I guess we could trade. I will take your gold, and don't even try to bargain. If you haven't got any money, we can barter. Do you know mushrooms? The yellowish ones that glow, very tiny, on thin little stalks. You can use them to brew so many wonderful concoctions. Bring them to me, and I will pay you in solid gold. Okay. So we have lots of different options, and we have the option to call 2 of the different people from our group, like 2 of the civilians. Interesting. I'm gonna say, who are you first? You're asking me who I am? Perhaps it is I who should ask who you are. The dwarf scoffs indignantly and stares you down with his piercing green eyes. The growth on his neck opens, and a third eye looks at you with even more suspicion than the first 2. Ew. Are you inquisitors? Investigators? Tax collectors? I flee underground to get away from you bloodsuckers, but you followed me here? Get lost. Milorn Brower owes you nothing. Ricart says, wait, you're Millen Brower? Oh wow, everybody thought you died when your lab got blown sky high. As if. Did you really think Milorn would be hoist with his own... These are words. Petard? Like a ham-fisted apprentice? Not going to happen. The alchemist scoffs. I blew up my lab when those parasites decided to seal it up. The investigators can bugger off, and so can the taxmen. That man... I feel like that's terrorism. He was like, I don't want to pay taxes, so I'm gonna blow my building up. So I said, what's that on your neck? Oh, this? The dwarf smiles tenderly, plucking the meaty growth from his neck and scratching it like a critter. It opens its eyes and purrs happily. Queenie, my dear companion. That's short for quintessence. She is very smart. Who's a smart girl, Queenie? You're a smart girl. Yes, you are. Have a treat. The alchemist untangles a dead spider from his beard, feeds it to his pet, and sticks the growth back on his neck. I miss the person that I was before I read this. And there's still so many more things to ask him. Demons have invaded the city. Canabras is burning. I'm going to take a wild guess here and say this man does not give a shit. Yeah. Is it? Haha. The dwarf go off, slapping his thighs. Good riddance. They drove me out, and now the demons are here. They have nothing to defend themselves with. I bet they regret missing out on my bombs. Well, it's too late now. I'm not going back, so don't bother asking. How do you survive down here? Actually, I like it better here than in town. The place is roomy, the food is plentiful, and the ingredients for my experiments grow underfoot. Best of all, there are no busybodies to get on my nerves, ask what I'm brewing, or demand that I give them money. What are these ruins around you? It looks like an abandoned village. Mongrels used to live here. You know, the horned boogeymen from old wives' tales about monsters that lurk underground. Turns out the tales were true after all. They're fine people, by the way. They keep themselves to themselves. I trade with them once in a while. I didn't drive them from here, if that's what you're asking. The cave was already abandoned when I came, so I made myself at home. Waste not, want not. I'm gonna trade. Please have something useful. No health potions. That's unfortunate. And we only have $40. You like these mushrooms? Yes. Perfect. Pipe. No, don't care about the pipe, huh? In? No. Flame tongue? Yes. Gel? I feel like some of these things would be good in potions. You don't even want the magical scraps? Fine. Well, we have $80. He has a bow. He could really use probably something else, but I guess if it's just the same. The longsword any better for him? 48 to 14. 19 and 20. And then fine. The wizard doesn't really need anything. Can you dual wield? I don't know if you can yet. You don't need anything. Do I have... I should probably get you a shield instead. I don't have that much. What about this? 90? I don't have 90. I do have 78 though, so no second dagger. I guess if I find some more mushroom, come back. Okay. And then, why are your prices so ridiculous? You don't like my prices? The dwarf gestures at the empty cave around you. Feel free to browse. Talk to other merchants. I'm sure they will give you a discount. What an asshole. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
There's an elevator? Interesting. Okay. I hate a scientist in game. So, frankly, he's annoying. Oh crap. Get over here. Absolutely not.
Let's see what we can do.
Absolutely not. There's no reason for us to fight a spider swarm.
A trivial
Okay.
task.
Took some acid from giant centipede. Put it in a vial. Now we took the sketchy elevator.
Here we go.
Oh, and there's just more spider swarm. Cool. That's probably fine. I feel like we're good. So, what was over here? Oh, was that? Getting all turned around. I think this was the spider swarm.
What's going on here?
Yes.
You're not half bad.
Should I?
Okay, so let's just go back
I can
to
handle it.
over here. We We had a doorway in here, and we have to figure out how to get into this other room. Hey, it's in there. Let's quick save.
It's time to act.
Yeah, I can't get in there.
This will be quick.
My mission has ended in failure.
Damn you!
Okay. That's nice.
I am never wrong.
Alright, well, that was awful. Let's loot this stuff.
I'm gone.
And then, honestly, we should probably rest because Uriel and the leopard are on death's door. So, quick save. Amp. Oh, I can't. Why? Oh,
Can't make the demons wait.
in the weird dude's camp.
Witness, one way or the other.
And I guess I can walk all the way back to like the other people. Okay. Well, guys. Please go the way where you don't trigger combat. That would be awesome. Try that again. You think you got me trapped, you cultist scum? Ah, no prison can hold Ricart for long.
This will be quick.
Okay, well, we at least got a rest in before we were interrupted. So that's good. Imagine you show up to, like, assault people and you just get kicked by a horse first thing. Like, you're off to a bad start already.
Don't hold back.
And then imagine a leopard attacks you.
You're going down.
Like, he really just was in for a bad day. I think we're good though. Let's see.
Hesitate.
Yeah. Okay. We will go back over here. That key that we got from the ooze to try and open that other door.
Witness, one way or the other.
Okay, so I think unfortunately I do have to fight at least one of the spider swarms. So
I stand ready. This will be quick.
So unfortunately, that sucked, and
Beautiful.
we have to try and get over here somehow. And I'm not entirely sure.
Defeat is not an option.
Sneaking is not an option either, apparently. Everyone misses. Why does everyone miss? One damage. It costs $60 and it does 1 damage. That's silly.
You're going down!
Well, I don't know why they died, because that only did 3 damage, and they had more than that, but... Oh, did his alchemist fire go off? That was weird. And also bugged. But they're dead,
Hold back!
so I guess I'll take it. Quick save again. Case, because there are some gross spiders up here.
I'll take care of it. Don't hold back.
Here comes trouble.
Worms are the worst. They are so hard for no reason. I despise them. Finally, 4 damage.
Are you still here?
Okay, let's save real quick.
Let's see what we can do.
Was taking... Okay.
Here we go.
Oh.
It's done.
Oh. I think that goes back to the big spider.
I managed. I served the Crusades, strange as it sounds. I've survived worse.
Let's try this again. I'm so excited. Use it again. Because I
Please
died
focus.
again.
Agreed.
Defeat is not an option.
Threat, you're an obstacle.
Okay, Ricard, you've also missed like 40 times. I don't want to hear it.
Damn you!
Please let that be. Well, okay, a centipede's alright. 2 centipedes is fine. It's acceptable. Jeez. One of them already get got?
Are you
Tax
still
opportunity, man. They are dangerous.
for me.
Okay, yeah, that was fine. Let's not count the amount of quick saves I have. Knowledge world check.
The deed is done.
The old masonry is holding well, a brilliant example of Mendevian architecture. It may not be pretty, but it is built to last. Oh,
They think us easy prey.
there are so many oozes. Why are there so many oozes in here?
You should have run!
I don't know how somehow the horse came through and is the reason that we won. But I'll take it, I guess. Didn't it? Open the door so we don't have to go all the way around next time. Now, are you going to be a real chest? Where's the wizard?
I will see this
Get
through.
over here.
Here we go again.
Okay, it was a real chest.
I can handle it.
Well, we leveled. Let's do that. Let's do that. Put a point in what we already have our points in. I'm gonna choose. Sure. Recart. Or rogue. You know, what does he have already? Okay, let's do... Actually. Let me close that real quick. What are you using? A dagger? Okay, that's what I thought. You have a short sword. Do that. Do next in rogue. Point in all the ones that already have a point in it. And then we'll do weapon focus, short sword. Then we'll keep the short sword on it. We're gonna make a paladin. Very good. Yeah. Damage reduction is nice. Ooh. Ripping a bull rush though. Let's do that. Oh, what to name the horse? Meatloaf. Why is that a random option? That's what his name is now. And that's his birthday. Meatloaf the horse. Keep you a shaman. There we go. He gets a hex. We're gonna go for healing. Because we don't have anything that does that. And then let's do aggressor for the leopard. Why would the leopard need weapon finesse? I'm gonna give the leopard. Sure, his name is Thunder. That seems like a leopard name, I guess. Warrior cats. First half anyway. Wizard. Still a wizard. The last point. Religion, sure. Let's give him and shocking grab. Okay. So this is maybe for real to the outside? Oh yes, okay. Having left the enraged cultists behind, the daring group of escapees plunged deeper and deeper into the sewage canals under Canabris, passages as vile and as twisted as the plans of any demons. The cultists' yelling faded, giving way to deep growling coming from somewhere in the darkness. Some unknown predator was prowling around, never approaching, but constantly dodging the group's steps. The winding tunnel then came to a fork. The main route was blocked by a vast cesspool, a whole underground lake of filth. Untold dangers could be lurking in the darkness of the older and narrower passages that branched off in all directions from the lake. The path onward was unclear. What was the greater danger, haste or delay? Which would they go? What should they do? After a brief discussion, the escapees decided to send someone to scout out a safe path through the old tunnels, try and get across the cesspool, take a breather, and post a vigilant lookout who would alert the others if in the darkness decided to attack, or flee without delay. I mean, we gotta send us. Someone needed to venture forth, explore the tunnels, so they decided to send So he just works in city, and he's kind of a big burly guy. I don't know how stealthy he is, but Langrat is Langrat. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna send Frada, because I don't think he should be in charge of that, and I don't know how stealthy he is. Maybe she surprised me. Scoffing grimly, Frada categorically refused to go in the tunnels without a partner, sighted partner. I forgot she was blind. Well, they can't all be Toph, right? So I'm still not sending him with her though, so we'll send Vermeer. They came back 15 minutes later, serving as a guide for her slighted partner. Frada managed to figure out where the escapees had ended up. As part of her work for the city, she had previously conducted inspections in the sewers, so she would confidently identify which of the tunnels would lead her party away from the theater. After a brief discussion, the escapees decided to Oh, it's the same option. So, probably take a breather. The role of lookout was assigned to, so we have to assign it to Landgrat. Landgrat's acute hearing proved unexpectedly useful in the tunnels. He flawlessly anticipated every one of the mysterious predator's approaches and raised the alarm, thus preventing an attack. The creature soon decided to leave in search of less vigilant prey. So now, I don't think we need to get across the cesspool. I think we can just go to the tunnel. Thanks to the fruitful scouting mission in the tunnels, the escapees went straight towards their destination instead of wandering in the dark for hours, exhausting themselves. The damp sewers gave way to dry and narrow caves. The escapees had no idea the maze under Canabras was so vast, so deep, and horrible. Exhausted, they sat down on the rocks, fighting off hunger and fear. They discussed their situation and decided to search the caves further, search for food, or continue their journey. Don't know. Can't they do all of those things? Like, simultaneously? Guess we'll explore the caves. I'll just go down the line, I guess. Task of scouting out the cramped caves was given to, I guess, Landgrat. Failed. Oh, by one. Landgrat did not protest, but the prospect of getting stuck in some particularly narrow crevice seemed nonetheless daunting to him. In the end, that's exactly what happened. When the rocks were pressing on his chest and back, he panicked and started thrashing about like a fish in a net. Tearing off his skin and turning his clothes to rags, he broke free from the earth's clutches and fell to the ground, thrusting both his hands into a patch of stinging lichen. The mishap marked the end of his scouting mission. He howled in pain as others pulled him from the trap. Sorry. That one's on me. Guess we'll search for food. And we'll entrust it to Beemir. Oh my goodness. Beemir was gone for a while, and when he returned, he looked terrible. He told the others that he had chased some scaled beast for a long time, but he couldn't beat it in a fight. Refusing to come back empty-handed, he tried some edible-looking moss. That was a bad idea. Growing on the cavern wall. Sadly, a scant minute later, his stomach was hit by a violent spasm. Man. Well, I guess we're going. Kiriel and Ricart wasted no time and scouted out a safe tunnel that led to the surface. The escapees continued on their way. Ricart led the group through a narrow crawlway that looked like it must have appeared quite recently. It must have been caused by the earthquake unleashed by the wicked scythe of the Locust Lord Descari. Having crawled out of the caves, the escapees found themselves in a narrow tunnel paved with stone slabs. There were alcoves all over the walls with names etched above each one. These catacombs were part of one of the burial sites where crusaders had been interned for many years. This deathly cold pierced the escapee's skin as a rippling ghostly figure emerged from around the corner, and wailing immediately went out of sight again. Each member of the group could sense the danger hanging in the air. The escapees drew their weapon, ready to defend themselves. They decided to... This is a whole lot of choices back to back. Attend to the ghostly. And let's have Landgrat do it, even though he's unwell. He wanted to come to the cemetery anyways. After finding an unoccupied tomb, Landgrat placed the poor fellow's remains inside, then brought out his violin and began to play. The piercing, heart-wrenching requiem then drifted through the oppressive catacombs, moved all who heard it to tears. Upon returning to his awestruck comrades, Landgrat said quietly, "I'll have to remember that tune. It's as if my hands were playing on their own." Then, we're going to search the graves for anything useful. And we'll have Prada do it. Chaotic. Why is it chaotic? What does that mean? Prada ran her fingers over the names carved above the tombs and quickly found one that interested her. The escapees split the stone open. Oh, because we're grave robbing. I understand. And pulled the bones out of some noble knight who had been buried with his gear. As it happened, the esteemed warrior had fallen in battle against demons, during which his armor and sword had been utterly destroyed, so the treasury had provided a weapon for his funeral. Prada's sharp mind had retained this fact. So now, do we need to scout again? No. Probably. And Beemir has to do it. He succeeded. Thankfully, Beemir went on ahead with visible hesitation, as if expecting something bad to happen. Never before had he looked so apprehensive. Carefully examining and touching everything around him, he discovered holes in the walls, holes that contained darts. This trap for grave robbers could have wounded the escapees or even killed them if not for Beemir's caution. Now we can go. We can press on bravely in the hopes of seeing the sun again. The escapees continued onward and were excited to see that the gloomy corridors were slowly getting brighter. The surface was near, but nothing could stop the escapees at this point. They could already spot a light beyond the metal bars of a door at the end of the tunnel. They rushed forward without a second thought. Well, I think we made it out. We did. Wonderful. Don't give up. Give up now and you're as good as dead, right? Wonderful. Even more survivals. I'll save you as well. There's no need to fear. Right.
Ah, a test of my abilities.
And there's combat. Lovely. Oh.
I got this. Damn you!
Can't you move?
This will hurt!
Why was that? Hello?
No holding back.
There's so much happening right
It's you or me.
Hello?
You're going down. You're not a threat. You're an obstacle. It's you or me.
Okay.
You should have run.
Are you still here?
Don't hold back!
I'll stop you.
You're going down!
This will hurt.
Good guys always win.
Strike!
All right.
What a to-do. We were scrambling this way with undead herring after us going, oh, and snap, snap, snap with their teeth. And then you all appear out of nowhere going, oh no, monsters, eek! But me, I never abandon a person in need. No way, no how. Saving people in need is what I'm good at. Stick with me, and we'll all make it out of this alive.
He sounds 12, but he looks 45.
We're the ones who saved you, dolt. Take care with this one. A friendly idiot can be more dangerous than an enemy.
Ricard's eyebrows creep upward, his lips flattening into a thin line. He turns his gaze on you.
Hold on, I'm not... Yes, everything's in such turmoil right now you can't even trust me. I get it. I get it. In that case... I swear on my life, on the sublime Desna who bears the name of the Song of the Spheres, and on my magnificent boots, that I will protect you from the monsters and lead you to a safe place, wherever that may be.
Alright. Quit your babbling now. Who are you? Is the only option we...
Indeed, how silly of me. My manners are all over the place after fleeing from those things. Allow me to introduce myself. Sendrimel Knuckles Kimberton Tourmaline.
What a name.
Just Sendri to my friends. And this is my pal Brody. Yep, he is a gravedigger here. Or something like that.
Pale, sweating, emaciated, wandering gaze, and what's that? A bite mark on his neck? There's no doubt about it. This man's got ghoul fever. He's either an idiot who didn't realize he was sick, or he's a liar and he deliberately kept quiet about it. Either way, he needs to die.
Ricard
Now!
scrutinizes the strange pair, his eyes coming to rest on Brody. He draws a dagger from its sheath and takes a step towards the gravedigger.
Have mercy, I beg you. I have a family, children. What fever? I don't feel sick at all, I swear.
One more word, and I'll slit your throat.
We're gonna do the good option, obviously. Ricard, stop it. If he's sick, then we need to help him, not stick a dagger in the poor
I'll
man.
stop when the dead rest, when the cultists are wiped out, and when the demons go back to the abyss. Until then, our survival is my top priority.
Gravedigger grows even paler and backs further away, clearly not wanting to tempt fate.
Whoa! There's no need for weapons and threats. Taking somebody's life like it's worth nothing, it's not right. I swear I didn't know that Brody was sick. I was kind of distracted by other things, you know? First we were chasing the snappers around the cemetery, and then they were chasing us, but on the bright side, I know how to help him. There's a crypt in the cemetery full of interesting knickknacks, including a scroll that's sure to cure Brody's fever. That's right! If we go and get it, we'll be saving an innocent man's life.
Alright, so what crypt are you talking about?
How should I describe it? It's all stony and fancy. It's on the far side of the cemetery. There's a wizard interred in it, a scholar I greatly admire.
Sendri's
He was
eyes
a
sparkle.
master of many things, and he was a collector of magical objects too. And the library he had, ooh, it was an ogre, miss. Get it? As big as an ogre? Oh, except ogres are stupid and libraries are smart.
Very good.
Oh, fantastic. Our heroic sorcerer is nothing but a common thief, and one with a lousy sense of humor to boot.
Ricard warily rubs his temples, turning to you.
Hold your horns there, my morose young man. You're looking at everything in the worst possible light. If you like, I can give you a pink crystal to look at the world through. That'll put a smile on your face. I was only looking for one book. The esteemed wizard took it to his grave. Literally. The thought of stealing never even crossed my mind. I left everything exactly where it was. The potions, the scrolls, the jewels, everything. I read, I learned some useful information, and I left. That's it.
I mean, that wizard's not using it anymore, so it doesn't really
You
matter.
were in a tomb full of magical objects and scrolls, and you didn't take a thing? How have you survived this long?
You crept into a graveyard full of undead for the sake of a book?
When I went down into the crypt, there was no sign of any snappers.
What are
I found the book
snappers?
I was after, I read it, and it was so fascinating that I picked up another to read, and another. And then something made an almighty bang! The wizard himself had risen from his tomb! Well, wasn't I just shaking in my boots with my heart in my throat? But I very politely cast a spell on him, and he went down like a lamb. That's when I realized there was something weird going on outside. I decided to sit tight. There were plenty of books, so I wouldn't lack for something to do. Then later on, I heard shouting and I ran to the rescue. There you have it.
Canabras is under attack. Demons, dark creatures, cultists, marauders. The city is overrun. You're lucky you were away from the thick of things. An annoying little twerp like you would have been snuffed out in no time.
Oh, that does explain a lot. All the more reason to save as many people as we can.
What scroll are you talking about?
A scroll that can cure almost any affliction. They're very rare, and therefore extremely valuable. I'm no thief, but since it's for a good cause, I think we can borrow it from our dear departed wizard.
Can you tell me how your friend got sick?
I have no idea, to be honest. We only became friends after I saved him from the snappers not long ago. You're better off asking him.
They're best friends.
Sir, I'll tell you everything, but please, have mercy. I was just an ordinary gravedigger doing my job, when suddenly somebody attacked me from behind and beat me, right here. I thought I was as good as dead. I panicked and spun around and whacked this thing with my shovel. And I saw it was a ghoul. It was laid out on the ground, twitching. I gave it a couple of wallops for good measure. And I felt fine, that's the honest truth. Except I haven't been able to eat a crumb of food since. I thought it was all those corpses of the damned rising from their graves. They stink to high heaven, I'm sure you've noticed it yourself. So I didn't know I was sick until your friend said it. I swear I didn't know.
The gravedigger finishes his account, bows, and retreats to a safe distance. Are you wounded? What happened to your eye?
My eye? What eye? Oh, this eye. Oh, my friend, that is a long story.
I don't know if we have
The telling
time
really
for a
demands
long
a whole
story.
barrel of ale, but fair enough, I'll tell you anyway. My adventuring once led me to the frozen lands of Irisen. Back then, I was on a quest for the Ice Flower, a rare crystal that I hoped to add to my collection, and out of the blue, I was set upon by 3 frostworms, if you'll believe it. I dispatched 2 of them, but the third knocked me over a cliff edge. Down and down I went, and then a branch on the cliff face pierced my eye, and that's how I survived.
Ouch.
A small price to pay, eh? So don't worry about me. As they say, what the eye cannot see, the heart cannot miss.
You succeeded at a perception check. Concocting a tale like that would be easy for a gnome, but Sendri seems relatively sincere, and yet you remain convinced that many parts of the story were embellished and others left out entirely.
Irison, frostworms, a conveniently placed branch. Listening to his jabbering is hurting my ears. Make him stop, will you? A good kick should do it.
Boys, let's not fight. We will help him get the scroll and the gravedigger.
Really? You'll do it? Oh, praise the gods. Believe me, sir, I'll find a way to repay you, and I'll help however I can.
I knew you'd come to the right decision. Let's go. Time to get out of this graveyard. And remember, the crypt containing the scroll is all the way over yonder by the gate.
Pardon me for butting in, but you may recall that I also need to get into a crypt here. The one with a rose on it? You know what? Forget it. I'm not setting a foot in there. I'm not ending up in the belly of an undead. Vow or no. I should just stay here where it's safe. Alive and...
Enough chatting. Let's go already.
Alright. Well, that was a lot. And yet somehow not a lot. So we have 2 errands still. And then we have 3 quests. We completed Road to the Sun. We still have Defenseless Hearts, A Day of Remembrance, and Earth's Embrace. And then the Town Hall report for Prada. And the Fever Cure for the Gravedigger. So, yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part of Through the Ashes.